Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss a few questions related to UGC NET examination in the subject Home Science for the unit Human Development. Okay, going on with the questions. First one is, changes in size and structure of the body fall in the dash domain of development. Okay, so 4 options are given over here: physical, emotional, social and cognitive. Okay, so first we will discuss what is the meaning of all these options, then we can choose it according to the question. Okay, so first one is physical development. Physical development means when there is a changes in the structure, body size, when there is an increase in height, weight. Okay, so that comes under physical development. Next, when coming to emotional development, it combines both physical and cognitive development. So, emotional development is a biological process. For example, like self-awareness, social awareness, emotional regulation, responsibility, decision making, and relationship building. All these things comes under emotional development. When coming to social development, it is like learning something about the society. Learning about the society. ஏன் நம்ம சொசைட்டி பற்றி தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, according to the society, okay, so according to that only we can live, or we will act according to the society's needs. Okay, so we call that a social development. Next is cognitive development. Cognitive development means the ability to think and also to reasoning. Okay, so all this comes under cognitive development. And the theory related to cognitive development, it is the Piaget's theory. Okay, so the question over here, okay, so you should know what is the question means. So question over here tells that what is the changes that takes place in the size and structure. So size and structure means naturally it is the physical development. Okay, next moving on to the next question. Okay, the assertion over here which is given is, people with low vision is not blind. Because, reason they have given, because person with low vision can execute a task with appropriate assistive devices. Okay, so we should know first, coming over here to the question, we should know what is blind and what types are there in blindness itself. Okay, so in that, if you tell, there are actually, it is divided into 4 types. One is we tell that as blindness. Blindness means 20 by 200. Okay, we call it as visual acuity. So it is 20 by 200. Next one is severe blindness, that is 20 by 400. Very severe blindness, that will be 5 by 300. And finally it will be the total blindness. Okay, so over here the question is given is that the person with low vision. Okay, so low vision is that it is 20 by 200. Okay, so they can actually if they have an assistive tool, they can do their work. Okay, it is not like total blindness. If the question is given total blindness, then we should know that the person cannot do anything by using the assistive tool. But if a person is having only a low vision, then the person can do some work with an assistive devices like screen reader, Braille. Nowadays Braille is connected with all the gadgets which we use, like computer, smartphone, tablets, all these things. So a low vision person can use all these things. Okay, so over here the answer will be both A and R are true, and R is the reason for A. Okay, next, going on to the next question. There are around dash genes lying along the human chromosome. Okay, like 20,000 to 20,000 to 25,000. Next is 10,000 to 20,000. then 5,000 to 10,000, then D option is 50,000 to 75,000. Okay, so over here we should understand that what are chromosomes and how it works. Okay, so over here if you take in human chromosome, there are in each cell, okay, in each cell there are actually 23, okay, 23 pairs of chromosome. So totally there are 46 chromosomes. Okay, in that the 23rd chromosome, that we call it as sex chromosome, which decides whether it is a boy or a girl. Okay, so now coming to the question over here, what they have asked is, they have generalized it. They have asked like that, there are around dash genes lying along the human chromosome. So how many genes are there? Okay, so over here the correct answer is that 20,000 to 25,000 genes present in a human chromosome. Okay, okay, now going on with the next question, like the vitamin C requirement throughout pregnancy is dash per day. Okay, so over here the question we have to understand, it is throughout pregnancy. Okay, so throughout pregnancy, how much requirement? And but if though the question they have asked us the throughout pregnancy, the end of the question they have mentioned as per day. Okay, so per day how much they have to take, like during pregnancy. It actually during pregnancy, we use a common name during. Okay, during pregnancy per day how much they have to take vitamin C. Okay, so it is based on RDA, recommended dietary allowance. Okay, so various options are given over here, like 20 milligram, 50 milligram, 40 milligram, 30 milligram, like this. Okay, so we should know what is vitamin C. First of all, coming with vitamin C is known as ascorbic acid. It is an water soluble vitamin. Okay, another one is during pregnancy, when compared with a normal women, a pregnant women should take more vitamin C. Okay, because vitamin C supports in the development of the maternal tissue and also for the fetal development. Okay, so when you take vitamin C requirement, actually over here it should have been as 80 milligram. Okay, so 80 milligram. So per day a requirement is 80 milligram. In that also there is a division, like 14 to 18 years 80 milligram. If it comes like 19 years and older, it is 85 milligram. Okay, and another information over here what I should tell is that vitamin C, it enhances the antioxidant protection also during pregnancy. Okay, next, going on with the next question. 0.5 liter of cow's milk contains dash grams of calcium. Okay, so how many grams of calcium is there in a half a liter of cow's milk? Okay, that is what is a simplified form of this question. Okay, so the first thing, going on with the options, it is given as 1 gram, 2 grams, 2.5 gram and 1.5 gram. Okay, so over here we should know generally if you take milk, it is rich in calcium. Okay, and it is a rich source of calcium also. Milk we call it as a rich source of calcium. Okay, so now coming over here, actually when you take milk, okay, so if it is an 1 liter of milk, approximately it contains 600 to 650 milligram, okay, of calcium. So 100 ml of milk will contain 120 to 130 milligram of calcium. Okay, so over here they have given 0.5 liters of cow's milk contain how much? Okay, so it is nearly 1 gram. Okay, so when you convert it into a gram, okay, they have not given us milligram, but when you convert it into a gram, so it will come around 1 gram of calcium. Okay, okay, now for what all things calcium is important? One is bone health. Okay, and same way the calcium requirement also will change, like according to the age, according to gender and the physiological conditions also. Okay, so accordingly it will change. And for pregnant women also, calcium requirement is very important. Okay, so we give 1200 milligram of calcium for pregnant women. Okay, now going on with the next question. The first sign of pregnancy, they have given 4 options: morning sickness, amenorrhea, vomiting, micturition. Amenorrhea means it is the absence of menstruation for 3 months. Okay, this will be the first sign for pregnancy. Okay, this is the first sign for pregnancy. When coming to the other options, like morning sickness. Morning sickness is that early morning, the pregnant mother will feel like early nausea or vomiting, like that. Okay, and next one is vomiting. We all know it is vomiting. So next one is the fourth option is micturition. Micturition is that it is a process which is related to urination. Okay, it is a process of expelling the urine. Next, coming to amenorrhea, now there are other terms also. Sometimes to confuse us, they might give the other terms and ask which is the correct answer. Okay, dysmenorrhea, another term is given. Dysmenorrhea means it is painful periods which involves abdominal cramps, pain, all those things. Menorrhea is that it is an heavy prolonged menstrual bleeding. Okay, so sometimes they can give all these terms and ask which is the first sign of pregnancy. Okay, next, coming to the next question. The process through which a spermatozoon turns 4 new cells called spermatids is dash. Okay, so what is that process is known as? Ovulation, maturation, fertilization, all of the above. So first, coming to the options, ovulation. Ovulation means during the menstrual cycle, the maturation of the egg or ovum, when it is released from the ovaries. Okay, we call that as ovulation. Okay, maturation, it is actually related to developmental process. Okay, something which develops. Okay, so the question, it is like that only. It is a spermatozoa which develops into a spermatid. Okay, so there is a division of cell. So when there is divisions of cell itself, there is a development taking place. Okay, so we call that as maturation. Okay, next is fertilization. Fertilization means it is a process in which the sperm cell fuses with the egg or the ovum. Okay, so when it fuses, it forms into a zygote. Where does this take place? This takes place in the fallopian tube. Okay, so over here the answer will be, it is the maturation. Okay. Okay, next. When X bearing chromosome is fertilized by Y bearing spermatozoa, then the offspring is a dash. It is a civil, boy, twins, triplets. Okay, so over here we should notice these two things. Okay, if the chromosome, the X and the Y. So if it is XY, then we call it as a boy. Okay, if it is XX chromosome, then we call it as the girl. Okay, so the other terms like civil twins it is related to like formation of two zygotes. Okay, in that also there is division like monozygotic twins and dizygotic twins. Okay, and same way triplets also, there are monozygotic, zygotic, dizygotic and mixed triplets. Okay, so the other terminologies over here it will not come. So it is XY means it is an boy. Okay, thank you friends.